with the 5th edition of the annual Singer-Songwriter Showcase KL Sing Song kicking off this Friday night at the Annex Gallery, Central Market Annex. Switch Up caught up with one of the show's organizers, writer, poet, singer, songwriter Jerome Kugan of Troubadours KL, to chat about this year's highly anticipated event as well as his own musical projects.
Jerome, thanks very much for taking the time to talk to me. So KL Sing Song kicks off its 5th edition this weekend.
Yes.
Maybe we can start with you telling me how much of a buzz it is for you to be organizing this event every year.
I do this with two other friends of mine, Azmil Yunor and Tan Sehon. And it's basically our thingy to I think we sort of made a blood pact like 5 years ago to have this every year. Otherwise, some people will die, basically. So basically we just get a lot of musicians to come together and celebrate the original music in order to stop the world from blowing apart.
Fantastic, you're going to save the world through music, huh? Well, look, you've been organizing this event for 5 years now with your good buddies from Troubadours. What do you get out of being in a collective like Troubadours?
We don't really hang out. We don't play football together or anything like that. But it's fun. It's fun because I think to be a singer-songwriter in a city like KL or anywhere else in the world, basically, it's a very sort of like a solitary kind of thing where you just spend a lot of time alone thinking about things and writing songs. So it's fun to sort of do this as a sort of a way to convince yourself that there is someone out there, there are other people out there who are interested in the same thing. It's like it's fun.
Well, obviously there are people very interested in this film because KL Sing Songs in its 5th edition now. Are you pleased with the way the event has taken on a life of its own as a sort of brand? People look forward to it every year.
Yeah, it's become sort of it's kind of funny how some of the younger singer-songwriters have sort of seen KL Sing Song as
some people aspire to, right?
But it's not like that. It's more like we try to feature people who we think represent sort of something special about this scene. And we feature quite a lot of people already. And it's always a pleasure to get newbies in and also invite some of the stalwarts back. And that's always fun. It's always fun to hear them play new material, even play their old material. But one person we haven't got is Rafi Rashid. We really want him.
Maybe next year then, right?
We've been asking him for 5 years.
Well, I'm sure he's going to crack one of these days, right? But KL Pack is a lovely place to hold such an event as well. So, you've been using that place.
We've used it for 3 years, and we were really quite happy there. But this year we decided to make a move. Basically just to try something new, to be in a different part of KL. I think me, Azmil, and Sehon, we feel we don't like to stay in one place for too long. We like to move around. Then, in part, that's why we chose Troubadours as our name, because the original Troubadours went from town to town, city to city. They were nomadic kind of thing. So we made the move sort of in the spirit of
Okay, fantastic. So, well, you're a singer-songwriter and musician yourself, but you're not performing at this year's KL Sing Song, right? No. Okay, but obviously your music's it's got a life of its own. You put out your debut solo album, Song for a Shadow, last year. On the album you mixed folk with electronic poetry. What was the thinking behind that, and were you pleased with the way the record turned out?
The mix of genres basically came from I really liked both electronic music and folk music. And I grew up with folk music. up from one of my brothers. We like folk music and stuff. And the electronic music I picked up when I was growing. When I was in Australia, actually, I listened to a lot of rock stuff, and got into the whole like trip hop thing and all that stuff. So I really like the texture, and I've heard some people like mix acoustic instruments with electronic beats. I think in the 90s it was a big thing, especially with trip hop and all that stuff, and even like later on. And I like how like the two sounds meet, and it sort of creates something quite interesting, like quite new, but also has an element of the traditional new instrumentation in it, and I like that. And so when I decided to do the album, I decided, okay, I wanted to get someone to do the beats, electronic beats, but I want to play the songs that I compose on guitar.
Alright. You're working on your second album now, and according to your blog, it's called City of Mud. What can we expect from that, musically speaking?
Okay. They haven't begun it yet.
It's in the gestation period, right?
Yeah, thinking about it. I've written all the songs. I'm just waiting because I want to record it with Paradox again. And I'm just waiting because he's in a really busy period at the moment. So I'm just basically waiting for him to be freer. But it's gonna be about almost the same. It's now like electroacoustic, but I'm going to do a bit more. It's gonna be more produced. It's gonna start as the first album, and it's going to be basically the album is about KL, and I'm going to be thinking about re-recording a lot of the writing process, extra writing, and I'm thinking of I don't really want to jump it, but there's this idea of how to incorporate KL life into the album, so that when you hear it, you know that you're in KL. But actually the songs themselves are not really about KL, but they're written, all of them are written while I was in KL. So I wanted all that, like, the KL-ness, the essence of KL to permeate the album. And one way to do that would be, I'm going to go out and do some field recordings. Fantastic. Yeah, and incorporate them into the album. Actually, I'm really looking forward to listening to the 4 new people we have, 4 newbies we have. So, I mean, there's a lot of music, a lot of, you would think that, like, you know, a lot of people have this misconception that singer-songwriter is just them on stage with a guitar and like very sort of like easy listening, but it's not. It's actually very engaging, because when you see them live, you know that they're like talking about things that they care about, because it's they write and they perform the songs themselves, and that's something really interesting. I think you get that. I don't think you get that with a band so much. With a band, it's like rah rah rah, like you go like, you know, lots of energy. And with pop musicians, pop vocalists, you get like, you know, flash. It's an image, it's an illusion, fantasy kind of thing. But with a singer-songwriter, you get more like a direct channel into someone's mind, into someone's heart, into someone's soul, just bearing into something naked.
Wow. Speaking of all this bearing of souls, to round off this little interview segment, well, Jerome, can't wait to hear the tune. Thanks very much for taking the time to talk. Thanks. So this is Jerome Kugan with a song that he wrote 10 years ago, and it's called I Like.
Water rushing through, and I find cold and warm at the same time, rising under a cloud of white. flow forever, can't stop it now. With a kiss from a sun god, new things I sacrifice. My body sings and I forget what it feels like to understand. I like the way it makes me feel. I like the way it makes me feel. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do